Do you want to stream high-end music for cheap? If so, stick around. I think I might have one of the cheapest streamers on the market today, and we got to talk about it. Welcome back to the Thrift Shop. Appreciate you stopping into my little corner of YouTube. And we're going to talk about the Arylic S10 Plus music streamer here. Product was provided to me by Arylic. All thoughts and opinions of mine. They didn't tell me or safe for me to say anything otherwise. So here we go. Budget streamer, $79 on Amazon right now. I'll put a link down below. Cost you nothing. It does help the channel. It is an affiliate link. Just letting you know. So we have this little box up here. It's cute. The only problem with it is it's light. So if your cables are hanging behind, that's going to happen. Yes. So a little bit of a problem here, just because this thing is so light. I'm trying to find a way to actually hold it there. But other than that, it works fine. If you have the right kind of cables, if you can tape your cables to something, you know, that way it's just not pulling on this thing, because this thing literally weighs, it's like a feather. So it is so light that you're going to have a little bit of a problem. Is trying to get it to stay on your equipment. Once it's set, not a problem. But what I think you're going to be amazed at, sorry about that, have no idea why the streamer decided to start playing music on its own. Hopefully I don't get a copyright ban from that few seconds of Metallica that was coming through. No idea. Literally no idea how that just happened. Anyways, I was amazed. So I plugged this thing in. The light was flashing. I'll pop up a little video. You'll see the lights flashing. And, you know, it just flashed until I got the app. Now, the app was called 4Stream, and I'll pop that in here. So you look through the user manual, use 4Stream streaming app. As soon as it installed, and you did all the approvals to use your network connections and Bluetooths and all the good stuff of the world, I didn't know what was going on, because I thought I was in the WiiM app. And actually, my WiiM streamer showed up in the 4Stream along with the S10 Plus. Now, the S10 Plus, though, the picture looked like a WiiM mini streamer, which is about $10 more expensive. But the image of this, so I got a question: is this really the same WiiM mini streamer, just packaged differently? Because the app is basically identical, and this shows up in the WiiM app. So you don't have to get a separate app. You don't have to use 4Stream, other than the fact that you will not get the EQ settings in 4Stream. So using in WiiM, you just don't get that functionality. Most of the functions are there. I will pop up some stuff on one of these sides so you can see kind of what the streamers look like in different. It's going back and forth between, you can see here the WiiM Pro, so a little bit more of an advantage. You know, it's a $179 kind of streamer versus a $79 streamer. But I gotta tell you, it's kind of like the WiiM Mini. There's not much of a difference, really. They're entry-level streamers. They sound great. You can do multi-room. From an input standpoint, you pretty much have all the inputs that you ever need. You do get controls on the top here, as you can see here, and you do get a nice remote. And I do like this with Arylic components, so you can turn this on and off. You can mute. You can change your inputs. You can change pretty much everything, and you do have tone controls right here, so you can go up and down. The only problem I had is as soon as I hit this button, and you got a long hold, either one of these two, because it really doesn't do anything unless you do that, and then to get it back flat, you have to long hold. I was getting cutouts, and I don't know why when I started using that the music was cutting out. I'm not a big user of remotes. I don't know, I'm just kind of like get up and guide and touch buttons or use my app. But it is cool that you do get an actual remote, and it does work just like any other Arylic products. So it's a great little streamer. And actually I've been streaming this to the SMSL D400 DAC, which is a $600 amazing DAC that has blown me away. It's kind of better than my Holo Audio Cyan 2, which I have right here in all its glory. Just pulled it out because I was comparing DACs back and forth, and yeah, I've been rocking it out. So from my amp standpoint, right now I do have the MusicShare X7 here, and been rocking doing some tube swapping. You see a solid state rectifier in there for the preamp tubes, and we got my Technics over here. So been jamming a lot lately. I love it when the weather gets a little bit colder and I start spending a little more time inside and jamming some more music. So this was a perfect time to kind of go back and forth between the WiiM and the Arylic S10 Pro or Plus. Too many pros, pluses, and all this good stuff. Anyways, it's a great little streamer. I mean, what can you say? It's $79. The app looks and functions just like the WiiM. So if you've been in the WiiM infrastructure, you know that is probably the best app available. It's just called ForStream, and it's the same thing. Literally, I could not tell the difference once I got in there. So and actually, believe it or not, my WiiM stream updated, WiiM Pro updated through the ForStream. So they got to be one and the same, just different branding. They work the same. So if you got like all the functionality of that, maybe you're tired of the WiiM name, the branded products, check out the S10 Plus, because $79 is probably the cheapest good value streamer that you're going to get. I will do a little close up here so you can take a look at some of the inputs, outputs. But I will say from a sound standpoint, and I've been rocking Metallica. Okay, so one, Harvester of Sorrow, I've just been rocking out with this amazing DAC, and it sounds great. I don't feel the need to put in my world's best streamer. If you don't know what that is, go check out my video. It's highly popular on my channel. Ian Canada streamer, which is absolutely amazing. I don't feel the need with either of these two. They're good enough. Music sounds great. You know, it's a streamer, right? It's not like you're going out and spending $1,000 for reclocking and doing all this stuff. Now, the downside is I did use, and we'll see it on the back, that you do get like audio out, so analog out, not just digital out. So I ran that to my to one of my channels over here, so I could easily switch between the actual, because you don't, all the outputs are on, you don't select what output it is. So when I switched over between coax out, or in this case, I'm sorry, optical out, and went to analog out into my amplifier, I would say it's like half the level. So I'm not saying that the digital out is hot and the analog is normal. I'm saying that the analog out is kind of like half the output voltage wise, or at least how it connects through the DAC and voltage. So it's not like you can A/B really easily, because you have to adjust the volume a lot between the two. I'll try to pop up a little thing to show how I had to adjust the volume. But so there's a lot of work to go back and forth and try to dial in. The DAC works, okay? It's just not the best. So in comparison to a $600 DAC, I've got a $79 streamer. I've got a $600 DAC here, and trying to say that the built-in DAC is as good, you know, that's just not the case. It's acceptable. It works. If all you need to do to stream music is just buy one device, output to an amplifier, you could do it. If you're not a music aficionado, you don't want to know everything about every little detail of the music, it's fine. For standard purposes, the DAC inside is fine, but it's nothing to write home to mom about. It's just a good little streamer. Now, let's unplug this thing and show you what it looks like from behind. So, close-up look. You do your front screen here. You do get, so you don't need a Wi-Fi antenna. It's built in. It's all plastic unit. It automatically connected to my Wi-Fi when I opened up the app. You do get your LAN connection here. You can use USB audio, so you can plug in a USB stick. I did not do that. Last time I tried to do it with the last device, I could not get it to work. I can't say this time. Maybe there's a format issue. I'm just not sure. Just haven't used it with this one. You do get line in, so you can run analog in and you can run line out. So you don't have standard RCAs here, so you do have to use a 2-into-1 plug. You do get optical out and USB. This powers it, and you can also use this USB right from your computer and control everything from there. And all your music that's on your computer will run through here. And then you do get your controls on the top. So yeah, for $79, it is a nice little device. Highly recommend if you just want to get into streaming, don't want to spend a lot of money. This is a great choice. Especially through Amazon, you can send it back if you don't like it. Again, maybe put some blue tack on it or something to get it. It really doesn't have. It has some feet on it, but it's not really that sticky. Just trying to see here if maybe we can get it stickier, but yeah, maybe that's just it. The protectors, but anyways, yeah, just it's a good little device. So I'm sure you spent more money on other things that didn't provide that much of a response as this thing does. So it's a great addition. And if you do already have WiiM streamers, you can just plug this in and have multi-room. So you could have this in your living room. You could have one in your kitchen. I don't know how many systems you have, but you could do multi-streaming with all of these devices. So it connects to the WiiM, connects to the Arylic, which is a really good thing. So can't say enough. If you can, please like, subscribe, help out the channel. Appreciate it, and we'll see you later. Peace.